On the outskirts of a forgotten coastal town, where ocean mists crept in like ghosts and salt settled thick on window panes, stood an old boarding house known as Holloway's Rest. On this particular night, the moon was nothing but a thin coin behind smothering clouds, plunging the lane into a wet, soundless dark. Rain tapped a nervous coat on the roof. Inside, Mara, a young woman with a wary temperament, sat behind the front desk reading by candlelight. She was used to stormy nights. What she wasn't used to were guests. Not anymore. The town had faded after the old factory closed. Only Holloway's Rest remained, half forgotten and mostly empty. At exactly midnight, 3 measured knocks echoed at the front door. They were not battered by wind, but sharp and precise, as though delivered by someone determined to be heard. Mara's heart froze in her chest. She waited, barely breathing, but the knocks did not repeat. Driven by a mix of anxiety and curiosity, she fetched the brass key and slid back the bolt. A tall man in a sodden black coat stood beneath the porch lantern. His face was long, his eyes pale and unblinking. He didn't smile. "I need a room for the night." Mara reluctantly led him to room 4, furthest from her own. He requested no supper, gave a name she instantly forgot, and offered dull silver coins for his stay. His possessions, a small battered suitcase and an umbrella that dripped seawater onto the tiles. Mara sensed a chill that lingered after him in the hall. She tried to return to her book, but her nerves prickled. Outside, the storm intensified. Yet through the wind, Mara heard each of the old house's squeaks and creaks, and something more, slow, uneven footsteps above her. She checked the key cabinet. Room 4's key was indeed missing. Midnight passed. Minutes bled into hours. Mara's eyes grew heavy, but a new sound scraped her from near sleep. 3 knocks, identical to before, sounded from the upstairs hallway. She clutched her candle and ascended the staircase. The corridor was bone cold, the salt-damp walls whispering. She found room 4's door ajar. The room was empty but for the suitcase, dripping puddles onto the threadbare rug. The window stood open, rain soaking the sill. Hoping to glimpse the stranger, she leaned out, but saw only mist and blackness. When she turned back, she noticed the suitcase inching open on its own. Inside, neatly pressed clothing, and at the very bottom, a moth-eaten ledger. Flipping through brittle pages, Mara found an unsettling record. Names and dates, each marked at midnight, spanning decades. The latest entry, her own name freshly inked. Before she could scream, 3 sharp knocks sounded behind her. Heart hammering, she spun.